Okay, we're going to be doing simple interest this time. When you deposit money in a bank, you can earn money called interest. And when you borrow money, you pay interest on your loan. The original amount you deposit or borrow is called the principal. And when you pay interest, this interest earned only on the principal is called simple interest. No. The original amount you deposit or borrow is called the principal. Okay, so the original amount, principal. Interest earned only on the principal is called simple interest. There's also something called compound interest, but you're not worried about that right now. And this is the formula. Interest, or I, is equal to the principal times the rate times the time. You got to remember this, okay? This is something you got to memorize. Interest equals principal times rate times time. So let's say that you borrow $300 for 5 years at an annual interest rate of 4%. What is the simple interest you pay in dollars? Remember the formula? Is interest equals principal times rate times time. So let's write this out. Interest is equal to, the principal was $300 times the rate, which is 4%, times the time, which is 5 years. And so we go 300 times 0.04, which gives us 12, times 5 is equal to $60. So our interest is equal to $60. Okay? Just using the formula and plugging things in. All right, your turn. You do this one. Find the simple interest on a $400 loan at 5% annual interest for 3 years. Pause the video. Remember, use this formula. Interest equals principal times rate times time. Pause the video and then see how you do. All right, so we've got the interest equals principal, which is $400, times the rate, which is 5%, times the time, which is 3 years, equals 400 times 0.05 is $20, times 3 is equal to $60. Okay, did you get that? All right, you borrow $500 at 18% simple annual interest, and you make no payments for 6 months. How much do you owe after 6 months? Okay, this is going to be a little bit trickier. It's interest equals principal times rate times time. You borrowed $500 at 18%, and you did it for 6 months. Remember, this is done per year. So 6 months is 6 months out of 12 months for a full year. So it would be for 1/2 of a year. So you put 0.5 there. Equals 500 times 18%, which would be 90, times 0.5 is equal to $45. Okay, then the question was, how much do you owe after 6 months? So you borrowed $500 and the interest was $45, so now you owe $545. Okay? All right, your turn. You borrow $1,000 for 3 months at an annual simple interest rate of 6%. What's the amount of interest that you owe after 3 months? Remember, interest equals principal times rate times time. Pause the video and get back with me. All right, so we've got $1,000 times 6% times 3 months out of 12 months. That's 1/4, so that would be 2.25 equals 1,000 times 0.06 would be 60 times 0.25 equals $15. Okay?